I'm Amy.
I'm Delia.
And I'm Wendell. And welcome to
Yes, but
Why
Podcast. Yeah.
It sounds fine.
Here. Okay, cool. Yeah, mine was super
Do I sound weird,
freaking
you guys?
loud.
You always sound weird.
Delia, you have a way of making me feel so insecure.
Really?
I hope that's not true. That's not true, is it? I was just joshing.
Whoa, wait.
Yeah,
Sorry.
It sounded like glass shattering.
No,
I pulled it
don't think
out
we have any glass.
in case you got a beer, just because you gotta use this.
Man, okay,
but you went water. So
on the reels, it bums me out that I can't drink beer. There's so many different kinds of beer, and it's the cheapest alcoholic beverage you can buy. I really wish I could drink it without feeling sick.
Okay, so what kind of sick? You say you have
Just immediately nauseous.
Really?
Yeah, immediately. And if I have more than one, I'm absolutely throwing up everything that's inside of me by the end of the day.
Have you turned 30 yet?
No.
Okay, because that kind of stuff happened to me when I got into my 30s. That's why I haven't drank anything for a long, long time, because I would get sick before I got drunk.
I do think it has something to do with my hormones, though. Because I'm a monster when I'm drunk. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not. I am kind of, actually.
Like a party monster? Or
No, just like a mean, a person you don't want around feels destructive.
Maybe your body picked up on it and is just trying to stop you.
Maybe. Hey, that's a good point. I think I've probably been in a better headspace since I've started drinking less.
Your biology really cares about your street reputation, you know?
Street reputation.
You're so in tune with.
Well,
your
it does.
self.
To a certain extent, it does do that. Whatever year, last year, the year before, when I went to the doctor and they were like, "Hey, if you have more sugar, you're gonna get diabetes." That was my body telling me, yeah, slow down on the sugar, huh? And so now I totally changed the entire sugar content of my life. I used to eat candy bars every night.
Dude, that's crazy. I didn't know that about you, and I've known you for years. It's insane how long we've known each other and probably don't know that much about each other at
Can
all.
I just tell you too that I learned more about you watching Getting Into It, watching you getting it on with that guy than I've ever known about you before.
Yeah.
They're very similar letters. But
Getting it on, yeah, that's the spin.
Getting into it. That's what it was.
Yeah, that was a great.
Getting into it.
That was so good.
It's a fun show.
Yeah.
It's a good
I
concept.
like them. They're adorable.
It was.
I only think one of them is adorable.
Really?
Yeah, but I'll never say who.
I was like, no, I legitimately think both of them are equally as adorable. So I appreciate the idea that you think only one of them is.
I wouldn't use that word to describe both of them, at least.
Huh. Right on.
Wait, what's the word
guess-
you would use to describe the other one?
Would to describe both of them? Or?
No,
You don't have to
one
tell
of
us
them,
who's who.
Yeah, you don't have to tell us who's who, but one of them's
And also,
Oh.
I will
cute, and the other
totally
one's-
not start out. This is not on the podcast.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I would tell them this to their faces. Because I think, so Louis is much more of a grown adult looking person. And Nathaniel looks like a little Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Little twinkle.
don't give
tart
away
toes.
who's cute. Just
No. Those are the differences.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't think I would. I just wouldn't describe either of them with those kinds of words. It feels wrong either way.
Oh,
It feels wrong
interesting.
either way.
How old is Louis?
He's my
37.
age. He's 37. I'm 38. We are. He's turning 38 because we're 3 months apart.
Yeah, Louis like a Archie Bunker.
I got in the habit of legitimately laughing that way, so it's real.
That was a crazy laugh.
Just and I can't.
I like it.
That was so good. It was
It's a
so
good one.
genuine though when it came out.
Also, it's helpful. It sounds good on the recording.
Yeah,
The closer you lean to the mic when you do it, it's good too.
it had to be.
I told my husband that I was turning the mic towards Delia because she was the quietest, and he was like, "Do you not realize that mic is a 360 mic?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I was like, oh, so he's like, so you're literally doing nothing.
It's a great looking microphone. If only people could see
Oh,
this
thanks.
microphone.
It's nice. Well,
Yes.
we're taking photos. So
It's got
they'll
like
see
a
it.
crown around it, like a double crown.
Well, just like the color. It's like a deep periwinkle.
Deep periwinkle.
I've often tried
It's like
to
the
get
ocean.
an image of just the microphone and one of us behind it, kind of blurry, really pretty, but my phone can't do that.
Yeah, my phone.
see what I can do.
Yeah, because it's
Especially
a
with
really
this
nice
new app I just
microphone.
got.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I
So-
swear we're not pranking you. This isn't a prank show. We're not going to pull out too much tuna or anything.
I would totally do.
Hey,
No,
Nick
okay,
Roll.
thank you.
No, Nick Roll.
I was like, God damn it. So my question was that I wanted to have recorded was, have you guys seen the movie Don't Think Twice yet?
Not yet.
No, not yet.
Anyone? No one? Oh, okay. It's amazing in a way that is like, it validates being an improviser so intensely.
I've heard the
It's
opposite.
so crazy. No. By validates, I mean, I know what people are saying about it, but what I'm telling you is that it creates a world. It essentially validates in my mind. What I mean by that is to the world who doesn't know it exists.
Yeah.
There's a movie now
That's cool.
that they can watch and go, and so I can go, have you seen that movie? That's what I do. Mm-hmm. There's nothing like that people, just
That's such a good
regular
point.
old people can see, and I can say, this is what my life is like. That's it. That's the life. And all of the goods and the bads, and it's about teamwork. It's about friendship. And yeah, they go through stuff because it's a movie, and that's what happens in movies.
Okay.
But
Then let me counter question pose.
no.
Do you think there's some value to it being ours and not sharing that what it's like with everyone else?
I mean, improv in and of itself is a living in the moment experience. So, like, we can't actually, in the truest sense, show them what it feels like or what it really is in the, like, larger art sense or in the larger, like, philosophical sense even. Because, like, improv for me is so much more than just, like, a performance method. Like, when people don't take it seriously, it hurts me, but I try to let them be who they are. But at the same time, it's like, for me, it's almost like my religion. You know what I mean? The idea of living in the moment and the idea of being like, this right here is the most important thing that's happening. And whatever else I'll deal with when it happens. But like, this is it. And this is great. And this is how. And I guess that's another thing is that like, that's the sort of live theater versus film sort of whatever that I'm like, the threshold that I'm crossing as well in my life. That's different. And weird, but I do feel like what it captured was a theater, a group of people who like are working hard on something when an audience is good, when an audience is bad, and the relationships of people in the world that we have. We were talking about improv as like a team sport, you know what I mean? Where you can't, one person isn't the star, everybody's everyone has to look good for it to work out. And real, like the later levels of acting are not like that. You're on your own. You're taking care of it yourself. So I like the idea that we can show people that style exists and that there's shows that they can watch. Also, it's like,
You feel like it legitimizes it.
yeah, not even just legitimizes it, but I guess sort of like says, this is a thing that is in our world. It's sort of like a historical record of it existing. Because right now it's huge in a way that was never huge before. And it's like, great that it now some person in wherever can be like, oh, is that what improv is? Instead of having preconceived notions. I can't tell you the number of level ones I've taught where people think I'm going to do something much different than what we do. And some of them quit. And some of them just come up to me and go like, wait, what is this? And so I just like the idea that I can be like, check that out. That shows you what happens.
Yeah, it's weird when you realize that kind of everything about improv, when you realize that that's been such a big part of your life for as long as it has, it kind of strikes a strange chord. Because it has been up until now a thing I feel like was made me different, made me feel like outside of most people I knew. Like, and it's not even a mainstream versus underground kind of thing. It's just like I'm a different creature. Like, I feel like I'm just
You're still a different creature,
spirit,
whether or not they know what kind of creature you are.
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely true. But that's a whole other thing, I feel like. But as far as being an improviser, it was just a thing that only other improvisers understood. And like, why you felt such a connection to everybody in your classes and the people you met and saw doing shows, because you're like, well, I don't know anybody else who would even understand that, thus like do it. So
yeah, that makes me think of like liking a band just because it's obscure, you know?
Yeah,
Being like, I'm the only person who knows about this band.
Right, but it's in that case, if you're going to compare it to that, it would not be about the bands, it would be about the other people that like those bands.
All right. Right on. Interesting. So it's like you found your tribe and you just wish your tribe was less public. I mean, it's not public.
No. I don't wish that. I don't wish that it was less public. It's an observation I've made up until this point of the way that I understand improv to be and why I like it.
I've seen the movie and I can't imagine that this movie is really, I don't know, gonna convince people to follow the path if they weren't already gonna follow the path.
True.
I mean, it's very ups and downs. Like I said, it's a movie by Mike Birbiglia, which means it's like 10% comedy, 90% drama.
I think I liked that movie I saw, the one
Sleepwalk with Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's great.
That was a good movie. Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's really good. I like his the way that he can combine stand-up and storytelling in a way that nobody else really can. Mm-hmm. It's really difficult to whenever you see that out in the wild, out at a show or anything, it almost just throws off the balance of the rest of the show.
Totally.
Just like, I don't care. I want jokes. Give me jokes. But I think he does such a great job, and his people know who he is now, so it's a lot easier for him to do that. Because you were mentioning, I think
that's true.
I think you were mentioning previously that you had seen his like Comedy Central 30 minutes, and that it was a lot. There were a lot of jokes within that, as opposed to now where he is on This American Life telling stories and can combine comedy with it, so it strikes a chord with you.
But he did This American Life very early on. He was doing Secret Public Journal, and that was the way. He was a blog, and then he got on doing storytelling on This American Life years ago, long before he's famous to the level that he is now.
Right. No, I'm just saying that you had mentioned that in his 30 minutes, he used to have a lot more jokes, and over time, he has just become able to combine storytelling and jokes into one massive ball, let's say, instead of it being so many jokes, like a typical stand-up would do.
Yeah, he's very patient. And, I don't know, when I think about his first movie, I think about his first movie every time I'm, broke because I chose to do comedy instead of work. And I'm just like, okay, there's a level of intensity that it could hit.
Yeah, man, being broke fucking sucks.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm just like, okay, I don't have a car, but at least I'm not living in one. It's, kind of where, I feel like that's where the point I'm just gonna, that's when I'll start getting scared about doing comedy.
Yeah.
Well, to that end, then, I guess my question would be, what steps are you planning to take or willing to take, whatever way you'd like to take the question, to move your comedy career to, getting money for it?
I was thinking about this recently, just because I definitely have a job that, I wouldn't want to do the job what I'm doing now for the rest of my life. I know that for certain. But, excuse me. But, I know it's a good job for my situation, which is, I'm trying to do comedy as much as I can, but I don't want to, not have an apartment. So, it's been nice to feel less stress and, be paid a living wage to live a normal lifestyle. That's nice. It's been a good break from all the bullshit but I also miss the bullshit in a lot of senses. So like I've been telling myself that I'm gonna stop. While I have this job, I have to get my materials together, edit together.